This topic has always been one of the most fascinating for me, which is unused assets in Destiny 2. If you've ever seen like the galaxy pools, things like that, areas that Bungie didn't use is super, super interesting. And if you didn't know, Mars was a destination that was meant to be way crazier than what it turned out to be. And so this individual put together a video titled Remnants of Mars, the Lost Content, and they go through D1 and D2 out of bounds content to kind of highlight and show different things that never made it into the game. And this just leaves you to feel like, what it could have been, right? Mars was already peak in Destiny 1. It could have been even crazier though.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Remnants of. Today, we're exploring the remains of Mars, but with a twist. I want to go ahead and start by saying, this project goes much deeper than simply revisiting Destiny 1's Mars and what remains in Destiny 2. Chapters have been added to the video, so if you'd like to skip ahead to just the Destiny 2 Vox Obscura box break section, you can go ahead and skip to this timestamp now. Otherwise, stay along for the ride. One thing many people might not know is that Mars had a much larger role in the original Destiny 1 quote-unquote statin cut version of the game, before it was scrapped. We're going to be piecing together the lost content of Mars, and we'll be exploring some unused areas. So let's take this journey together. Kick back, relax, whether at your desk or on your phone, as we uncover the lost story and the remnants of Mars.
All right, let's go. I find this especially interesting because, believe it or not, my first ever stream ever on Twitch was we found a way to get out of bounds on Mars in D1. And when I say there was an insane amount of stuff out there, I mean, it was like a whole nother map. I was so confused. I was like, what is all of this? So this has always been like a core memory of mine, getting out of bounds in D1 and seeing like this crazy amount of stuff. Then to finally have a follow-up and have someone kind of do the due diligence and the research to look into all of this is really interesting to me.
Let's turn the clocks back to 2013. Destiny was still just an idea. It was this mysterious new title from our favorite game studio, Bungie. We knew the world would be this vast open space, fit for discovery, but besides this brave new frontier, we really didn't know much else. It was a promised story of mystery and bravery, but, unfortunately, a story that would never be told. Destiny's original narrative was scrapped just 1 year prior to its release, and repurposed into what we have today. I, and many others, just can't help but wonder, what was the original plan? The reason I bring all this up,
I want to get a Destiny remastered, but with the original story. That would be so cool, right? The alternate ending.
Is that the Mars that we got in Destiny 1 was just a shell of what was planned. Even though we don't know the original statin story plan, we do have some hints that can help piece the puzzle together on what role Mars would have played. So, let's dive in. In a GDC panel before Destiny's release, Joe Staten mentions this.
And our world started coming together as well. Here are the dead forests of Mars, exploring the non-traditional palette that I mentioned, going for that, and not what you would expect on Mars, which was a really cool thing to play with.
This peculiar area, Dead Forest of Mars, most might think it's just concept art and an area that was never finished. Most also might remember the Mars PvP map named Crossroads.
This had that man cannon on it. This was a good map. Bring this one back.
Keen-eyed viewers would also notice in the skybox of Crossroads, the Pyramidion eerily looming over the map. Another change from the statin cut that got reworked was the idea of the AI Warminds. Originally, Rasputin was meant to be one of many. However, in the final version, Rasputin is the only Golden Age AI Warmind we see. In the statin cut, on Mars, you were supposed to meet Charlemagne. Now let's tie it all together. All three of these areas exist in the Destiny 1 package files, but if I just showed you the map files, I don't think it would do it justice. So I made it a point to fully texture, light, and render these maps out.
Oh, you did the work, my God.
And I had no prior Blender experience. So, let's take a look at the lost content of Mars.
Dead forest approach. Unused Pyramidian entrance. He had to straight up learn Blender just to pull off this video. That's crazy. Crazy work. Is this Desert Perpetual stuff right here? That's like similar like architecture to it.
Now, I had to self-learn how to use Blender to light this map, and by no means could not have done it without the help from a friend, Gerbsnail. My work is novice at best, but let's see how a master would light and texture this map.
Oh.
Something that you might have already noticed before I pieced this together: the lost oasis of Mars. The Pyramidion, the dead forest of Mars, having these tree branches, tree trunks that you could walk through. It almost seems like Io from Destiny 2. And if you thought that, then you're correct. Io was the cut content from Destiny 1. We know that the Pyramidion.
Whoa. He just dropped a truth bomb on us. I was the cut content from Destiny 1. That's crazy. I did not know that.
And the Dead Forest were reworked into the Lost Oasis, Io. So, in a way, we did actually get this area, albeit a little bit more green. Many players, like myself, thought that this door might be used for a Cabal raid one day. What's interesting, though, is this door would have been the sole door leading to all of this unused content. And we can break the box and go check it out. Box breaking in D1 was a lot easier than it is in D2. Simply just killing the enemies in this area, hopping on your Sparrow, and then jumping on top of this Cabal dropship. Resummoning your Sparrow on top of the dropship allows you to get pulled up out of the box barrier with the ship as it rises. From there, it's a simple sword flight over to the door. Let's go check it out.
He's got to learn Sparrow flying mechanics and learn how to oob just to get into this. The level of dedication required to pull this off is actually incredible.
Now, even though most of the terrain out here is solid, unfortunately, the load zone doesn't exist. This door would have led directly to the Dead Forest, as well as Charlemagne's vault.
It's on the other side of the door.
If you get too close here, you will get box pulled, so make sure to be careful of that as you're exploring here. And now that our lost content journey is over, let's head to the remnants of Mars in Destiny 2 Vox Obscura. Welcome back to Destiny 2. We're gonna box break Vox Obscura. It's an exotic mission on a weekly rotator that comes back about every 4 weeks. You're gonna wanna load it up with at least one fireteam member, as we're gonna be doing a sync box.
I have no clue what that is, but let's go.
You're gonna follow my path through the mission. You're gonna wanna kill the boss at the end, but not hack the terminal. Unfortunately, not getting your rewards. Right next to the hacking the terminal section, you're going to want to jump up and to your left.
Who finds this stuff?
Follow my path and over to this unused D1 tunnel section.
That looks familiar. No way.
You're going to want to have a fire team member with you throughout this process, as you're going to have to pull off a sync box. If you don't know what a sync box is, I linked a tutorial that I made in the top right corner of this video that'll teach you how to pull it off. From this Cabal tunnel, you're going to want to set your Sparrow on the edge and desync your observer off the map. Once synced out, we're going to explore the map, box broken. We're going to check out a few areas. What remains of Giant's Pass, a tower from D1 Mars, the massive Cabal ship in the sky, and the preloaded load zones for the other areas.
Where are we heading? We're just like wandering into the blue abyss right now.
What we're approaching here is the pathway to the preload prior to the current area we're in. All of it's solid and has the cutouts for the old pathways in D1.
Nice.
We can't move too far in this area because we might get box pulled or hit the load zone. Now, let's go Sparrow fly to the massive Cabal ship in the sky.
No way. Imagine you get inside the ship. There's no way. That would be so cool.
Unfortunately, this ship is not solid, but I can't say I didn't expect that. From here, we're going to Sparrow fly over to a tower that they used as background detail. When we approach the D1 tower in Vox Obscura, it's actually solid, so you can land on it. It is just high enough as well that it's still out of box.
Nice.
This tower is actually in D1, in the Rubicon Wastes. It's actually right next to the Cabal door as well, as you can see right here.
Nice.
We're gonna go ahead and fly over to the Giant's Pass, unused load zone. This is the old pathway leading to Giant's Pass. As you can see, it actually has some terrain, some barricades, and quite a bit still left over. But just like that big Cabal door in Destiny 1, no load zone here exists. Finding out more and more of the unused Mars area, theorizing what the Statin Cut could have been, and piecing these puzzle pieces together has really just brought back that sense of joy and wonder. And if you have a love for out-of-bounds exploration like I do, I think the feeling is mutual. In a way, we've circled back to 2013, back to the mysterious new title, back to a promised story of mystery in a brave new world. I think we can all agree that we love the 10-year journey we've been on, but a part of me still wants to know, what would it have been? And I'll leave you with that. And as always, take care.
All right. right, there it was. That was Remnants of Mars, the Lost Content, Destiny 1 and 2 Out of Bounds Journey. Very cool stuff, and all of that work was from Solus. He put in a lot of hard work for that, so make sure to drop him a sub. That's a wrap on this one, though. We'll see you in the next one. Later.